Okay, yeah, ponder on this from the writings of Alice Bailey and the Tibetan Master, from Tupac's reading library, books read and analyzed by Tupac Shakur. All right, you have another Tupac's reading library page, books read and analyzed by Tupac Shakur. You have the Tibetan Book of the Dead, written by W.Y. Evans Wentz, and you have the Psychedelic Experience, a manual based on the Tibetan Book of the Dead, written by Timothy Leary, PhD, Ralph Metzner, PhD, Richard Alpert. So as you see, he was into the Tibetan Book of the Dead, um, and also the psychedelics experience, a manual based on the Tibetan Book of the Dead. So, and also Egypt has or Kemet has a Tibetan Book of the Dead. So it's so crazy that I ended up running across this inside of this bookstore one day. The Tibetan Book of the Dead is translated by Francesca Fremantle and Chogyam Trungpa. It's by Shambhala Library. Let's see. Buddhism looks for the basic cause of sin and suffering and discovers this to be the belief in a self or ego as the center of existence. This belief is not caused by innate evil, but by unconscious and ignorance of the true nature of existence. Since we experience the whole of life from the falsely centralized viewpoint, we cannot know the world as it really is. The remedy is to see through the illusion, which is Maya, the illusion, to attain the insight of emptiness. Inseparable from emptiness is the luminosity, the presence of what is real, the basic ground in which the play of life takes place. The fundamental teaching of this book is the recognition of one's projections and the dissolution of the sense of self in the sight of reality. So knowing how to pretty much take advantage of the illusion and use it for what you need to use it for. So it's been a pretty good book so far, a pretty good read, I'll show you. So I'm gonna read a little part that I was going through. Um, somehow the feeling of unity, where everything is peaceful and harmonious, does not hold final truth. Because whenever there is a sudden eruption of energies in terms of passion or aggression or any conflict, suddenly something wakes you up. That is the wrathful quality of peacefulness. When you are involved in ego manufactured comforting situations of any kind, the actual reality of nakedness of mind and the colorful aspect of emotions will wake you up, possibly in a very violent way, as a sudden accident or sudden chaos. That's what melanated people were and the Tibetan people were that came up with this science that the Nazis used, or melanated people, which is chaos magic. So chaos magic is melanin, but goes to show you, Ashe.